Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back with 10 fragrances from my collection that I need to give more love to. So I have such a big collection that it's really hard for me to wear through like even a portion of my collection like in a year's time. I couldn't even, if I wore a different fragrance from my collection every single day for a year straight, I would not get through my entire collection. So I'm trying to be better about doing these videos. I really need to start doing them at least once a month. At first I was like, oh, I'll do them once a quarter. No, I think I really need to start doing them like once a month, because when I start going through my collection and looking at what I've actually got, there are so many fragrances that just get lost that I forget about and that are like winter fragrances. So I need to be wearing them now. And that's what I've got here. For the most part, these are all fragrances that are heavier. They really need to be worn in cold weather, and I really need to give them some love before I put them away. And I'm gonna jump right in. I'm gonna start with one of my favorites. I cannot believe I have not worn this even once this year. This is the original Lolita Lempicka fragrance. This is the most beautiful, like green ivy, black licorice. I've had a bottle of this in my collection for so long now. I don't even remember not having this in my collection. I picked up my first bottle of this at TJ Maxx. I do remember when this came out, and it was way too expensive. At my age, I couldn't afford to buy it. It, of course, was like in department stores and stuff. I just remember very vividly it being in Nordstrom, and that I just could not afford it. So I finally came across the bottle in TJ Maxx. This was years after it had been released. And I remember picking up my first bottle, and I have been head over heels in love ever since. It's just such a stunning, classy, classic fragrance. I can wear this one really any time of the year. I can even wear this in the heat, but I prefer to wear it in the colder weather. It really, really blooms on the skin in colder weather. So yeah, I will be leaving this out until I give it some love. I love just the original Lolita Lempicka. It is such a stunning fragrance. Okay, this next one, I'm not gonna talk about it too long because I just talked about this, but I did leave this out because this is a fragrance that I have not worn in years. And I try not to talk about this one too much because I don't think that you can get this anymore. I don't know if they're still in business or what, but this is a little company out of New York City called Portraer. And this is the first fragrance I think that they came out with, and this was called To Portray. This is like a molecule-y kind of fragrance. It's called an enhancer. It says, bring radiance to what's around you. Bergamot, ozone, and ambrette enhances your profile for a unique skin scent. Now, I wanna say that when I was looking around at their website, that I read that the perfumer that started this brand wanted a fragrance that they could wear while they were creating perfume, something that was going to make them smell really good, but that they weren't going to smell a whole lot as they were creating perfume, and that this is what they came up with. This is my most favorite like molecule-y type perfume that I've smelled ever. I'm not big on molecule perfumes just because that's just not my style. I'm not like a light perfume wearing kind of girl. I wear heavy hitters pretty much all year round. But this one, there's something really special about this. It's really, really beautiful. I will try to link this if I can find it. But if not, maybe I can find something similar because it's not groundbreaking. It's, you know, there's nothing groundbreaking about it. I'll see if I can find something similar. So anyways, that is a fragrance that I need to give some love to before I put it away. That is called To Portray from Portraer. Thankfully, it is starting to warm up here. I can see like in the foreseeable future, the temperature just keeps going up and up. So I'm hoping we have like an early spring this year since we had such a cold early winter. I'm really hoping we have an early spring. I'm really looking forward to the warmer weather. Oh, and the longer days. Okay, this next one, my beautiful friend Tatiana sent this over to me. This is a fragrance from Masque Milano, and this is called Madeleine. And oh my gosh, I love this. This is another fragrance that's got like chestnut cream in it. It's so yummy. The chestnut note in this is so prominent. And I love this. I think I wore this on Thanksgiving last year, but I have not worn it since. So, and it's, and since it's gonna start warming up here, hopefully soon, I need to give this some love before it does warm up, because this is definitely no bueno in hot weather. This is a cold weather scent through and through, for me anyways. Oh, it's so yummy. It's, yeah, it's like chestnuts. So that is Masque Milano Madeleine. This next one, this can be worn all year round. I have not worn this fragrance though for so long. I think it's been a good 2 years since I even picked this up. This is a fragrance from Orlov, and it's just called Orlov. Orlov Paris Orlov. This is the most beautiful, syrupy, like not heavy in how it smells, but heavy in how it's composed, if that makes sense. It's got this really beautiful syrupy quality to it, but the florals are sweet. I guess I just could say it's like heavy syrupy florals, but not heavy. It's hard for me to explain. If you've ever smelled Donna, the EDP, this is similar to that. I bought a bottle of Donna, but it was so similar to this that I decluttered it. Also, Lanvin makes a fragrance called Marry Me that is so stunning. It's very similar to this. I also picked up a bottle of it and decluttered it because it was so similar to this. This is beautiful. This is those fragrances, but just niche strength and niche quality. This has jasmine and tuberose in it. I know that. I think that's where the sweetness comes from. It's got musk in the base. It's not like an overly complicated fragrance. It's pretty simple in its composition, but it's really beautiful. The florals are bright and fresh. There's some citrus in the top, but they're very syrupy and dense smelling. And I love that about this fragrance. So yeah, this one's staying out until I give it some love. It is beautiful. So that is Orlov Paris Orlov. I picked up a ton of Orlov Paris samples that I've never even smelled, because I was doing my sample of the day videos, and I'm gonna get back to that, because if I don't, I will never smell the samples that I have. But anyways, okay, moving right along. I love this fragrance so much. This is Donna Karan Cashmere Mist Essence, and I picked this up at TJ Maxx years ago. I usually only wear this once a year because I've only got this little travel spray of it, and I can find full bottles of this, but oh my gosh, I love this. This is like an old school powdery, ambery floral. That's what it smells like. I mean, if you like Cashmere Mist, I think you would like this one. This is a sweeter, more ambery version of Cashmere Mist. I absolutely adore this fragrance. This is like the 90s in a bottle to me. This is very cozy, very comforting. This is another one that it smells like a mom in a bottle. This is one of those fragrances that, like, if your kids grew up smelling that on you, that would just be the most comforting scent to them ever. I love this. So yeah, it's time. I haven't worn this for a couple of years now. It's time. I need to pull this out and give it some love. And yeah, I really should look for a full bottle of this, because Cashmere Mist is okay. I don't love it. I don't hate it like a lot of people do. But this version of it, the Cashmere Mist Essence, is just, oh, it's so good. I need a full bottle of it. Okay, this next one, I haven't worn this in years either. In fact, I've only ever worn this a couple of times in my life. This is Lancome Roses Berberanza, and I love this. This is a beautiful, sweet, like dense candied rose fragrance. And the reason I haven't worn this in so long is because if I ever want to wear a rose fragrance like this, I usually wear my Matthew Melleg very cherry chocolate rose, because it's kind of similar to this, but I love the chocolate note in it. It's like a really beautiful powdered cocoa note that I love, and so I always gravitate towards that, and then I forget about my Roses Berberanza. Yeah, it's a beautiful you know, kind of dense candied rose scent. It's really beautiful. So yeah, need to give this some love before it goes away. That is Lancome Roses Berberanza. This next one, somebody sent this to me, oh, I think it was like right at the beginning of the fall, and I wore it. I wore it right away. I can't remember when they sent it, but whenever they sent it, I wore it right away and I fell head over heels in love with it. It smelled so good. I don't think it was like, I think it was, maybe it was this past spring. I can't even remember, but I just remember wearing it and it smelling so good on me. This is Roberto Cavalli, just the original Roberto Cavalli, and this is the most beautiful kind of like ambery orange blossom scent. It's so perfect. And in fact, I feel like it was like, maybe it was in the spring, because I feel like it was just starting to get warm, but it wasn't so warm that this wasn't gonna be good in the heat. And then I remember thinking, ooh, I'm gonna come back to you in the winter time because I just have a feeling this is gonna be gorgeous in the winter. But it's funny because now that I'm smelling it, I'm like, no, that would probably be amazing in hot weather. It's like a really beautiful ambery orange blossom, but the orange blossom is like sweet enough and light enough that I think it would be fine in the heat. But either way, I'm gonna wear this before it goes back, because I love this scent. It's beautiful. It's one of the best Roberto Cavalli scents that I've smelled. Some Roberto Cavalli scents, I can kind of take them or leave them. I really, really want to smell the Assoluto. I can't remember, the one in the black bottle, Assoluto Nero maybe. I've always wanted to get my nose on that one, but just never have. Okay, this next one, I've had this since, like March, I think, of this past year. And I did wear it, but not this past year, I'm sorry, like March of like last year. But I knew that I wanted to wait until it was like cold out, because this is definitely a cold weather fragrance. This is, Guerlain Shalimar Millesime Tonka. And this is gorgeous. This is so beautiful. And this one really, like, I feel like when I tried to even test it on my hand, it was already too warm out for it. And so it kind of made me sick. And I knew then, I was like, that's gonna be for like the coldest of cold days. And I might have already missed the boat with this one, but I'm gonna try it. This one's really beautiful. This one, this is a really nice Tonka that doesn't lean too masculine. It's definitely unisex, I think. It doesn't lean masculine and it doesn't smell like Coca-Cola. So yeah, I need to get a wear in with this one. I haven't, this is my least worn of all of the Millesime fragrances. I still want to get the jasmine one. I don't even know if I can still get that one anymore. But I read some reviews and a lot of people said that, like, if you had this one or that one, you didn't need it. I don't know. I kind of just want them to collect them all. Okay, next I have an Untamed fragrance that, did she send this during the summer? I think that she sent this in the warm weather, and gosh, this is so good. And then I knew, I was like, that's gonna be incredible in cold weather. And cold weather came, and of course I have forgotten about it. So it's one though that's been in the back of my head that it's like, I will remember, Sarah, you've got that, you need to pull out Dancing in Flames. That's why I like to do these videos, because I will already be thinking of fragrances that I need to wear. But but daily I'll just forget. I'll just spray something on and then be like, dang it, I didn't wear anything that I should have. This is beautiful. I don't even know what's in this. This is like warm spices. There's something citric in it. There are definitely some florals in here. Her fragrances always smell like the most beautiful mashup of flowers and herbs and spices. Oh, so beautiful. So yeah, I need to give this some love. This one I can wear this any time of year, really. I think I tested it right after she sent it, and it was hot out and it was fine in the heat. So but I knew I wanted to test it in the cold weather. So yeah, this one's definitely getting some love before it goes away. That is Untamed Dancing in Flames. And then last but not least, I have this one here. This is Jean Paul Gaultier Le Belle Le Parfum Intense. I haven't worn this one or the original Le Parfum in a couple of years now, and I need to. I love this one in cold weather. This is such a beautiful, like syrupy pear and vanilla scent. It's so yummy. This one is like borderline edible. It's a little bit too perfumey to be, in my opinion, I think it's a little bit too perfumey to be considered like a true gourmand. But there is something really yummy in it that smells like you want to eat it. And it's like this delicious like pear, gosh, almost like this caramely pear and sweet vanilla cream kind of combination. Oh, it's so yummy. I love this one. I love the original, do not get me wrong. I love them both, but there's something so delicious smelling about this one. This one has a really like heavy syrupiness to it that the original doesn't have. This is a stunner. It makes me feel so bad when people are like, oh, the La Belle line just doesn't work on me, because that's how the Scandal line is for me. I can't wear any of the Scandal fragrances because I need to retest, I need to revisit those because they might work on me now that my skin chemistry has changed. Oh, and let's pray that my La Belles still work on me because I don't think I've tried these since my skin chemistry changed. But yeah, this is getting some love before it goes away. So you guys will probably see most of these fragrances in next week's What I Wore Last Week video because I've got to start doing better about rotating through my collection and wearing what I have. But anyways, I would love to hear about your guys' fragrances that get lost in your collection that you need to give more love to. I do hope that you all enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.